Hi, hello, and welcome. I am definitely not Entropy, and you're watching me pug my way to 2.8k rating on an Enhancement Shaman in Dragonflight Season 2. Just one quick thing before you watch the video. If you join the Discord and you share pictures of your dog, I will be using those in the video, and if you watch the video closely enough, you'll see how. One more thing, I'm stupid and I didn't know how Wind Fury Totem worked. This is one of the reasons why I'm neglecting to use it properly in the video, so please be patient with me while I learn the class. Anyway, the rules for this series are, I can't group with anyone I know, I can only join a pug for one more dungeon if I'm not hosting and they're not out DPSing me by a lot, I can't send myself gold from my other characters, except any free gold or buy a WoW token, I have to clear every dungeon on a +20 on either Tyrannical or Fortified, I just have to get all the portals, and I have to hit 2,800 rating. So last night I did some catch-up stuff. I grabbed all the gold quests that I could do, that I could find, and all the dragon riding quests. There's obviously none left now because I've done all of them. I'm just taking a quick look around to see if there's any that are world, not daily, but world quests that give gold. There are none left. No easy gold to make. Actually, something I never figured out is, do these reach racers filled with gold? Okay, yeah, well, say no more. But yes, what we want to do in this recording session, I actually just want to go and do some Mythic Plus. Finally, I know that there's a lot of people that have been waiting for me to actually just go into Mythic Plus with this character. I am now sitting at 422 item level with mostly stuff enchanted, some to rank 2 enchants, but I don't feel like it makes that big of a difference, especially not with how little gold I have. I mean, 20k right now is pretty decent. I was stuck at like 6k at one point because I bought all these enchants and stuff, and I had a very expensive belt crafted. Like, one of the ingredients, the Earthshine scales, cost more than I ever expected it to cost, to be honest, and I'm hoping that doesn't have to be one of the reoccurring materials I use, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna sign up for probably 10s just to get a bunch of Drake crests and get a bunch of clears in. I might go for 4 clears. The way I'm gonna do it is I'm probably going to show you guys the last 2 dungeons that I do, but I will do more than 2 dungeons in this gameplay session. I'll do recaps of when I start the dungeon and when I end the dungeon, and then when I see that I'm only going to be able to record 2 more, I'm going to show you guys those 2 dungeons. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I will always show every 20 or higher clear, unless it's a re-clear that I've already done. But for now, while we're still starting out, and it's just, I wouldn't call them lobby keys. 10s are already where you can, die if you stand and stuff, but they're definitely not 20s, so I feel like it's not a big deal if I skip a few of these just while I'm farming stuff. We do still have quite a bit of gear that needs to be upgraded with Drake crests, so we're going to be farming this. I'd also like to get a trinket upgrade for my Fragment of Azeroth. I would love for that to be the trinket from Freehold, but beggars can't be choosers. I'll take just about anything. I'd also like, what's it called, the one you get from thingy thing with the stuffy stuff, the Mark of Dargrul. I just think that's a very good fucking trinket. I don't know, maybe that's just me though. Yeah, we're going to use our Astral Recall, and then I'll start signing up for stuff. We're doing a Neltharus +10, where we're the highest item level, but everyone's 420, 421, and 422. That's actually a pretty equal spread of item levels, but basically everyone is overgeared, so this should be a smooth run. And I need to repair. Jesus. We got ready for raiding. I fucked up my Bloodlust. I used it when I had 1 second of sated left. Alright, Bloodlust is still on cooldown, so I can't use it on pull. I'm gonna drop a slow totem on that bad boy. I'm gonna hop out of this shit, that's for sure. She's about to do the shield. Gonna use our item. I'm gonna grab another item because I don't think people grabbed items. I'm gonna drop another item on her. Use one more. Okay. Gonna Bloodlust. We're gonna Beacon. Doom wins. And just zug hard. And she's gone. Okay. I feel like I did okay this dungeon. Cool. We didn't get any loot, but we had a good time. It was a +3, 10 Neltharus. +3, 10 what? It was a 10 Neltharus that we +3. That's what I wanted to say. Damage wise, I feel like I did okay. Starting to get the hang of it. It's a lot easier when I don't have to commentate. Thank you for the run. And we're gonna leave party and we're gonna Astral Recall. There we go. We have an Neltharion's Lair forming. We're going to Orgrimmar because I have a portal to High Mountain, and that'll actually take us the closest to the whatchamacallits, Neltharion's Lair. And this is the party that I'm running with. We have a 391 healer or a fortified Neltharion's Lair. The pelters are gonna hurt. Gotta keep an eye out on those. I'll try to drop as much CC on them as I can. It's a nice loading bar. It would be nice if it moved. Oh, okay, here we go. Right as I started talking shit, it started moving. It felt it. It knew. Yeah, this is crazy fast, actually. The best perk of being High Mountain Tauren this season, that's for sure. But yes, we're doing a +10 Neltharion's Lair with the group you see on the screen. Healer is the lowest item level person in the group. That's going to be kind of scary, but I'm not too worried. We can just CC the pelters to oblivion and we should be fine. I also did some changes. They didn't actually go through. Hold on. I wanted to grab this, drop the Cleanse Spirit, grab that back. I don't really need Cleanse Spirit. There's no curses in Neltharion's Lair. And I'm grabbing Thunderous Paws just so I can Ghost Wolf to get out of, what's it called? Entangling instantly if I need to, without losing uptime on my DPS. yes, I feel like that's the best call. I also need Poison Cleansing Totem. Hold on. Now I need to figure out what else I'm going to sacrifice for it. I'm going to keep Mana Spring because it's a Druid healer, that's for sure. I think Go with the Flow is just going to have to bite it. I think Go with the Flow is just going to have to bite it. We're going to move it into Poison Cleansing Totem. And now I just need to remember to actually use it. Yeah, this side of the tree is probably going to stay the same. I did make a change for Neltharus where I put Wind Fury Totem in. And I've been trying to keep Wind Fury Totem up. Let me see. Does it give me a buff? It does give me a buff. I'm going to make sure that I make a WeakAuras that when I'm missing Wind Fury that it tells me. But I won't do that right now. Actually, while I wait for everyone to fly over, I think I can actually make that WeakAuras. Alright, this is the make or break moment for me. I'm going to have to use the fucking totem now. And I hope I remember. 3 seconds until Bloodlust. Toxic Crutch coming down. We're going to poison this Cleanse Totem. That shit. Can't use it every time. And we have Bloodlust. This one's poisoned. I should switch to the other one. Oh, no. It got eaten because I didn't switch to it fast enough. That's my bad. I need to reapply Wind Fury Totem. And use the group heal here because I don't have the Poison Cleanse Totem. Reapply Doggos. Keep Zug-Zugging. Luckily, it's fortified, so this is like a good little first test, so to speak. Now it's in the healer's hands. I have nothing to give him. Spiked Tongue coming through. Tank might die. He won't. That's good. Never mind. Maybe he'll bubble? Or they, sorry. Poison Cleanse Totem coming down. Tank went down. I'm going to use the defensive. Hopefully tank one hit. Never mind. Reincarnate. Okay, we good. We managed to get through, but if this was tyrannical, I don't think this group would have cleared this boss. The healer is undergeared, unfortunately. 391 is a bit rough for a +10 in my opinion, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just going to off heal here. That was rough. I feel like I did okay. I think for this dungeon, I might just run Totemic Recall just so I can use the Poison Cleansing Totem twice in a row. I feel like that would be a good idea. I don't know where this tank is taking this group. We don't need to pull that. That's okay. Yeah, definitely an interesting run. Let's put it that way. He's about to pull 2 trappers into 2 breakers and a demolisher. Knock up didn't go through on time. I'm gonna drop a thingy thing. I didn't interrupt the stun at time. Oh my god, this group is fun in the sun. All right, we killed the big guy. That's the big thing. We're gonna knock these guys up. We're gonna drop a stun totem. Gonna hope to Jesus that this healer keeps us alive. Definitely a rougher run than I'd like it to be, that's for sure, but what can you do? I'm gonna try and stun these. I should have stunned the pelters or the trappers sooner. They're trappers down here, not pelters. I don't know why we pulled that group. I think this tank is just new to the dungeon. Didn't use any of my cooldowns here, even though I could have the entire fucking time, but I'm just not. I was so caught off guard by this being pulled that I didn't know how to process it, to be honest with you. I think he just really wanted to skip the Dominators, but the 2 trappers into a breaker with a breaker and demolisher is worse than just the breaker demolisher into Dominator. I don't know. Oh, it's on me, thank fuck. Okay, so we'll get the instant stun on the magma sculpture, or at least an easy stun. People are kind of mispositioned, but the instant stun came through. We're gonna drop the Wind Fury Totem for the rogue, and we're gonna get down to business with this ad. I'm dropping cleaves on it. I should probably just purely single target this ad because I don't think the Warlock did switch. Okay, we're good. Hopefully this doesn't get broken. It doesn't matter if it does. Doggos into Crash Lightning into Storm Strike spam. The reason I'd go Crash Lightning is to activate the cleave from the Doggos from Alpha Wolf, which I still haven't tracked properly. Okay, so the tank did do this right. He moved the boss over so that we can DPS through the wall. So he's not completely new. I misunderstood, but definitely making some very interesting choices and also not respecting frontals from enemies whatsoever. The ad here is going to be interesting. Here's the magma sculpture. I'm just hoping it's not on me. Trying not to break. Okay, it's on the person that's on the other side. Landslide's coming through. I don't know where to stand because his tank keeps turning. Gonna use the group heal. Gonna self-heal here. Ad is being kited for fucking days. Okay, the AoE damage has been lessened. I'm glad I managed to self-heal myself through that shit. Holy crap, that was rough. I was pure panic mode there, but I think the boss dies now before he summons another ad. I really fucking hope so because these are rough. And there we go. He's gone. I wonder if I'm gonna get the thingy thing. No, I got Band of the Worm Matron. That's crit versatility, 2 of my weakest secondary stats. We're just going to ask if anybody needs that. Anyone? Probably the rogue. I don't know. Rogue seems to be subtlety. Yes, subtlety wants crit versatility. Let me see if what the rogue is packing. You have a veteran crit versatility. Oh, they have a veteran tier 1. I don't know. I'll give it to the rogue. The rogue did well. The tank wasn't. Dude, you have a veteran tier 1. Come on, grab this. It's champion. Okay, he doesn't want it. I'll give it to the paladin then. Nope. Aw, people are being mean to the tank. All right, we're going to astral recall and look for another dungeon. We actually just need 1 more for our second vault slot. We have this group running a Brackenhide Hollow. Tank is 399, but I trust him. We're waiting for the tank to grab aggro and everything, and he wanted us to Bloodlust on the first pull. Does he want to keep going? He doesn't. We're going to now Bloodlust. There we go. Drop everything. Should have used beacon before I used those. Into Ghost Wolf so I can stand where I am. Dropping a stun totem. Knocking everything up. I don't trust the stun totem to hit when I need it to. Didn't get maximum use out of my totems here. Have poison cleanse totem. It's not really going to do much. There's no poisons in here. I didn't switch out my talents because I got into this run pretty fucking quickly. To be completely honest with you, probably should have switched out my talents a little bit, but that's okay. I put focus on the Earth Bolt caster so that I can interrupt the next one if he gets it through. Never mind, I'm going to kick the fear. I'd rather kick the fear. Don't want to risk anything with the fear. And the Fury Totem needs to be reapplied. I'll do it once we get down here. We're going to knock up that Vicious Claw Mangle because it's all the way in the back. We're going to kick that to make it group up. I'm going to drop the Stun Totem here. We're going to drop the Slow Totem here. This and switch to the Totem. Ghost Wolf to remove the Snare. Chain Lightning should chain to those guys. I have new dogs that I didn't use. Try and grab Crash Lightning on everyone. Kick that. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm going to drop a healing cooldown here, and I'm going to try and use my defensive as well. I think I did manage to use it. We're going to move away a little bit. Never mind, we don't have to because we got kicked. That's good. There was Withering Burst on me, so I needed to move away. Very good. We did not grab the first thingy thing. I'll go grab it. Tank was going with me. Okay, Warrior leaped ahead of me, so we're going to go and we're going to join the tank. I think everyone wanted to be useful and grab that, but it's okay. Going to put a focus on the Mystic, and we're going to tunnel the, what's his face, Rage Storm guy. Wind Fury Totem down, and we're going to drop all our cooldowns here. We're going to hope somebody kicks the fear. There we go. Chubbs kicked the fear. Chubbs, thank you, Chubbs. New doggos come out. Vicious Claw Mangle did not get interrupted because it was going to die before anything would happen. All right, there is no double pull. We're going to kick that just to group everything up nicely. Not the highest priority interrupt, but that's okay. We're going to put a focus on the Rage Storm guy just to be able to switch to, like, interrupt him if I see nobody kicking the fear. Reapply Wind Fury Totem because we have 2 melee. Focus interrupt that thing. Looks like the DK also tried to interrupt it. We're going to finish that thing off with a beacon. There we go. Somebody's grabbing that, so I'm just going to move on to do DPS. I have a ranged interrupt. Going to kick that to make a group over with us. That's very important. Knock everything up. I saw a couple of cast bars. We're going to drop a totem as well. Ooh, can I actually DPS that without... Okay, I think I can. Yeah. We're just going to try and kill the totem that's over here since I can't remove the thingy thing with the stuffy stuff. Going to finish this off, and that's when I'll jump out. No, I'm not going to jump out because I don't have it's on a cooldown. Somebody will get that. Okay, Black Arrow took out everything. We're going to drop all our cooldowns here. Kick that Withering Burst. No reason to have even more diseases up for the Priest of the Spell. Okay, my DPS is definitely suffering for it, but I'm glad that I'm putting the utility in. Chubbs is grabbing the cages. Chubbs has a thing for cages. He heroically leaped ahead of me just to grab a cage. I'm not going to grab that feather, so Chubbs can grab it, but Chubbs also on a mount, so it doesn't matter. We're going to drop Sundering right away for this, not for the CC, just for the damage, for the mastery. Wind Fury Totem, and we're going to knock up everything. Okay. Chubbs got it with a Stormbolt. One of the Claw Fighters was trying to drop some deeps on us. Bloody Bite came through. Hideous Cackle. Multiple interrupts went for the Hideous Cackle. Okay. I feel safe in this group. People are kicking. People are having a good time, I think. Priest didn't apply the stamina buff. There we go. Now we have one. Focus on that guy. We're going to keep interrupting that. I'm going to focus on Gash too. Stone Skin Totem here so that the bleed doesn't do as much damage. Okay, now he's grouped back up with us. We're going to drop the totem. Marked for Death is on the healer. I'm not going to move after him because he's just going to come back to us. Keep interrupting the Earth Bolts because that reduces the damage. The heal doesn't actually scale with dungeon level, so we don't need to do that. No need to interrupt that. I'm going to stay on Gash too. Had to kind of move around there for a second. Keep interrupting those Earth Bolts. Keep reusing doggos. I'm not doing very well on my rotation, but key thing is to not die. I am going to move a bit further away here to do that. I need to switch to the totem ASAP. Looking for the tank. There's the tank. Kick an Earth Bolt. Stand behind the tank. Feel nice and safe and comfy. Beacon this guy into oblivion. There he goes. Almost dead. And now we can switch to this Gash Frenzy coming through. That means another Stone Skin Totem for the group. Kick those Earth Bolts. And there we go. Trick Totem ends up going down first because he got tunneled. That's okay. I do love being able to use Ghost Wolf to get out of the entangling. It's not massive by any means, but it's nice to use. It was a pretty good run. I'm having fun. I feel like I'm overanalyzing the utility, but I want to get ahead on practice. Is there a Rotslinger? I don't see a Rotslinger in the pool. We're gonna look for interrupts on the tree. Gonna drop a big old stun totem on these bad boys. We're gonna drop a Wind Fury totem and drop Doom Winds and just go to town on this. I will focus interrupting the Wilted Oak. The rest of it doesn't hurt as much. Have to get out of the stomp, unfortunately. Necrotic Breath. There it is. We have a couple of mobs that were up to no good. starting to make trouble in this neighborhood. There is a Rot Slinger in the group. We're going to hard switch to the totem, that's for sure. And Chain Lightning. Product Breath needs to get kicked. Okay, there we go. Wish I had leveled Alchemy here just so I could grab the thing to remove diseases from myself. I need to use the Stone Skin Totem more often. It's very low cooldown, but it's super high value actually. 10% physical DR is pretty fucking crazy. I just need to get used to using it more often. Also need to get used to using my Wind Fury Totem. That's been probably driving people up the wall, watching that thing hop in the corner while I completely ignore it. I'm sorry about that. Still getting used to it. And a Totemic Recall here because it's off the global cooldown, and I know that I have a Wind Fury Totem up. Tunneling the Rot Slinger so I can kick that Burst of Decay. Gonna switch to the Totem here, even though it's single target. I feel like it's more important. Okay, Wilted Out gets my focus. Rot Slinger gets my damage. Ooh, we have people going down. I should have used a group heal here. That's on me. Okay, I think we're good now. Necrotic Breath gets kicked. Gonna Ghost Wolf to move. I think we can clear this so the healer doesn't have to release. We can just get them back up. Probably overcommitted on the cooldowns here, right, as this is about to die, but that's, you know, that's just my brain making me a dum-dum. Oh no, the healer released after all. They could have just waited for us to clear it. We would have resed them. Well, I would have. Don't think the Hunter or the DK would have resed them unless they have the engineering bracers that somebody also pointed out to me in a comment. I completely forgot those existed. Just waiting on the healer to catch up. Oh lord, he coming. Right, another Wind Fury Totem down here. We are dragging that into the Rot Slinger, it would seem. We're going to drop a nice little pull on him because I see the tank dragging to it. All right, we have a Bloodlust. Do I use a Bloodlust here? I feel like I should use a Bloodlust here. I'm going to use a Bloodlust here. I don't care. We're going to kick that Burst of Decay because I think that kind of wiped us out last time. Chain Lightning to make sure that that is what Thorum's Invocation does. Somebody, oh, okay, the DK got it. That's good. Bit of a waste of Bloodlust now that I look at it. Probably should not have used it. Probably should use it only on bosses when the keys are this low because none of the trash will last, even on an, whatchamacallit, thingy thing. Fortified. Moving our totem over there. Still have a bit of Bloodlust left for this, like 8 seconds. That should help, right? Oh, that felt like a waste now. I feel bad about that. I made the call in the heat of the moment. I'm going to put focus on one and target the other. That way I can interrupt whichever one gets through from somebody else. Yes, focus interrupt there. Doggos are here. Thundering. Going to beacon here as well. There's a lot of lashers. There's probably a lot of split damage. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Wind Fury Totem because we moved out of range, I think. Or I maybe just didn't even use it. That's how good I am with Wind Fury Totem. Honestly, I'm so bad at it that I feel like I probably shouldn't even use it. The waste of a talent, but oh well. We're going to let that thing burst. Chubbs is a bit low. Ooh, our guy stood in the burst, I think. He almost got blowed up. It was very close to it. All right, there we go. We're just going to use a Stone Skin Totem right off the bat. Wind Fury Totem. Lightning to reset that. Oh man, I'm pretty lost in the sauce. Okay, hold on. Let me focus up. Okay, I've regained focus. Use Doggos. Mash Storm Strike. Decay Spray, I can leave that nearby. Chain Lightning, we're going to knock them up when they start casting. Never mind, boss is basically dead. There we go. People are going to mount up, it seems, so I don't have to use my Windrush Totem. Wind Fury Totem here. Totemic Recall, or not Recall, but ooh, get out of that. Oh, I almost got out of that. I didn't react it in time. I was trying to say the name of the fucking spell, and I was trying to remember it, so I didn't manage to. Standing here right on the edge actually lets us keep DPSing him. Obviously, with Wind Strike, I can keep DPSing no matter what, but if we're right on the edge of him with just regular Storm Strike, we can still hit him. We're going to move out of that. Stink Breath, luckily. I should probably just move over to this side so the warrior doesn't have to freak out about me trying to snipe him with Stink Breath if I get it. That's my bad. We're also skipping the 2 stealth mobs, so we're going to run this way. I wonder if we're pulling this or not. We have 88%. I don't think we want to pull it, so we're going to use our... Okay, my butthole was very puckered for that one. Wind Fury Totem, start beating the shit out of this bear. I think we're waiting for the vultures. That's good. We're going to put focus on one vulture and we're going to target the other so that we can interrupt either one of them. Okay, we're dragging that at the boss. I want to finish off these mobs first. Once they're all finished off, I'll just pop beacon here and everything. Wolves into beacon. It should be beacon into wolves into Wind Strike. I'm going to look at good shot. Make sure we interrupt that. Cleave the ads down. Okay, switch to a lightning bolt so that Wind Strike procs lightning bolt. Okay, I'm gonna switch to this one just to finish them off. I don't like these guys. We're gonna jump over here to drop that over there so that when the dogs come from, or when the hyenas come from the cave, they can get blowed up. They came from bridge side this time around, unfortunately. When I see them casting, we're gonna knock them up now because they're on someone else. I'm gonna drop the trap here, I guess. I don't know. Person needs to move, dude. They're slowed. I'm gonna stun them with the Taran stun so that they can't do the jump. But I should have just stayed on the boss and killed the boss. I think that's what the hunter was trying to do, and I was over analyzing it. Maybe I should have just followed the hunter's lead and kept zug-zugging. Gonna kick that to keep it moving. Overlapped it with the DK. Knock up so that there's no swirlies. Oh, this is a big pull. I love these little guys. They don't last long enough, in my opinion. All that chain lightning. Look at that. That's beautiful to see. Okay, DK wants to go right side. That's okay. I think he wants the War Scourge into 2 Filth Callers. That's fair. I'm gonna kick the further one away. Gonna knock them up so that they can't get the swirlies off. I'm gonna Capacitor Totem on top of them so that the next swirlies get interrupted. Nope, never mind. There were no swirlies, but that's okay. Still doesn't hurt to use Capacitor Totem. Gonna drop Wolves. When I focus on utility, everything else goes out the window. I don't have anything for this swirlies, so, or these swirlies. Actually, I do. There we go. Sundering. So much CC on this class. I fucking love it. I just wish I didn't suck at it, because the second I decide to use utility, all DPS goes out the window. I mean, I do decent damage still, but imagine if I was actually focused on both at the same time. Do we want a big pull here? We have 4 minutes until Bloodlust. Everything got pulled. We're going to kick that to make it move into us. We're going to drop a defensive totem here. I'm going to knock everything up because I see a lot of cast bars and I don't even know what to focus here. And I'm going to focus on DPS because I think that's the most I can do for this group right now. Capacitor Totem. One global. Kick the fear. Never mind. Chubb's got it. I had the thing. I'm going to move away so that the priest doesn't have to worry about me spreading that disease. There we go. They've cleansed me. That's good. I can go back in. Thank you, priest. Remember to thank your healers. Didn't do optimal DPS here, but we got through it. That's good. Like every global that isn't the Storm Strike is clearly a mistake. Pulling the boss. I don't have Bloodlust for it. We're not going to get Bloodlust in the middle of it. That's for sure, because it's not going to last long enough. Our DPS has been too high this run, but Wind Fury Totem in the middle of the room. Use my Ghost Wolf so I can keep moving. So I don't have to keep moving. Sorry. Jump over here. Kill the totem immediately. Lots of Storm Strike procs. This should be going down pretty quickly. Sundering. Keep mashing Storm Strike. Reset it whenever I can with my Lightning Bolt procs or my Maelstrom weapon. We don't have anything for it right now, but we've got Storm Strike coming up here in a second. Rot Burst. I'm going to use defensive here for good measure. Group's fairly healthy. The priest has been amazing with the heals. Thorm's Invocation is up. Doom wins. Switch to the totem. Crash Lightning to proc Wolf Cleave and my Cleave. Thundering for the mastery. Walk out of this one. That's so fine, I think.
Motherfucker.
Oh, we accidentally pulled some more. Do we stay on boss? I think we stay on boss. Yeah, boss is almost done. Stay on boss. Storm Strike. Let the totem go through if we have to. Fuck it. Okay, that was a bit sketchy at the end. We have some bleeds and stuff going through. Oh, I went down. Do I reincarnate for this? Question mark. Hope the healer doesn't go down. Okay, we got a nice little res. Thank you. It was a battle res. Okay. It was a good run. I feel like that was a pretty good run. Ooh, Idol of Pure Decay. Does this person need that? Yes, they do. Okay, never mind. 9 Underrot. Wait, was this a 9 or was it? It was a 9 Brackenhide Hollow. Okay, so if I said 10 earlier in the video, I'm sorry, I lied. Gonna leave party, Astral Recall, and we're gonna do one more dungeon, and that's it for this recording session. I'm having a blast, man. I'm actually finally doing Mythic Plus on this character. I had a great time doing the normal raid in the previous gaming session as well. That was pretty fucking awesome. Again, the fucking WeakAuras are jumping, even though I have these things. There's something about switching zones or doing loading screens that makes those WeakAuras bug the heck out, and I'm not sure why. Oh, RIO has been blocked from... What? I think ZV's mentioned that he had that issue, so I think I'm having the same thing. Interesting. Maybe they made some changes with the most recent patch or something. Also, why am I all ghosty? Did you see this? Like, I'm see-through. You can see the person behind me. What kind of... Do I have some kind of buff? Oh, it's void touched. Oh, okay. I was like, what kind of buff do I have? Completely ignoring the debuff like a moron. Derp. We're running with the group you can see on the screen. Decently geared for the dungeon. Me and the hunter being kind of overgeared for a 10. It's a 10 Underrot. I think we accidentally pulled ticks here. We're going to drop a physical resistance totem. We're going to bloodlust, I guess, because the tank asked us to do so. Got a little bit lost in the sauce. Usually people grab this group too. I think the tank didn't want to overlap the pull though, because we had the thing. We're going to put a focus on the blood priest just so we can always see the blood priest, always interrupt him. We can purge the gift of cocoon here, so I'm not too worried about interrupting it, but we'll do it anyway. Better safe than sorry, that's for sure. Totemic relocation, because it's off the global cooldown. We're going to use that to move the Wind Fury totem to where we want to be playing. Blood priest gets the focus. Blood matron gets the funnel. Wind Fury totem again. Could have totemic projection, but I failed to do so because my brain didn't think of it, even though I literally just talked about it. Warcry coming through, that means that the cast will be faster. I need to pay more attention to it. Gift of cocoon. Okay, I'm facing the wrong way. I need to face the target. That's my bad. Focus on the blood priest. Funnel on the mask. I'm gonna drop a capacitor totem here. Wind Fury totem reapplication. Wolves into sundering into mash storm strike. We're gonna kick that. I can purge the gift of cocoon. I'm not too worried about that. Can't interrupt the gift of cocoon. It's on the mask, so we're gonna purge the mask. Dark or Constitution is going to get knocked up. Not going to use my wolves here. Things are almost dead, so we're going to use it on the boss. Oh no, the priest says their right click is not working. We're going to give them a quick heal with Maelstrom that we have. Wind Fury Totem, we're going to kick that right away. Wolves into Doom Winds, into mash my fucking Storm Strike button. Well, never mind. No mashing because we didn't get a proc. Feels bad, man, but we can reset it with our Lightning Bolt. Sundering for the Mastery. I failed my interrupt. I tried to kick when there was nothing being cast. That's unfortunate. Focus on that person or the ad. I think we're just trying to cleave the ad. I'm going to stay on the boss. Healer went down. When I see anyone get low, I'm going to use my AoE group heal. As long as nobody gets hit by shit, I think we should be fine. We're going to drop Doggos. Beacon coming in. We're just going to use it on cooldown. Sundering for the Mastery. Keep using Sundering. Here we go. That's the first boss. Had to use a battle res on the healer. That's okay though. People seem to really like this mount. It's super fucking cool. Okay, we're pulling the ticks here. I think I might even want to, yeah, I'm just gonna use a defensive here to try to keep myself alive. We're gonna knock everything up. Ghost Wolf. Okay, we managed to survive that thanks to the defensive that we popped, so I'm glad I did pop the defensive. Tank did go down. I'm going to stun this with a Tauren Racial. There we go. Yeah, res is already being cast. I'm going to drop off heals for the group. There we go. Dropping some more off heals. Priest is asking the tank to wait for them to reload. Okay, everyone's ready now. Good. We're going to drop Wind Fury Totem and Windrush Totem. We're going to totemic relocate them to over here. Small little baby pull. Guess we're kind of just dragging these guys around. That's okay. Waiting to see if there's going to be any serious things pulled. We're doing small little pulls so far. I think the tank is trying to ramp up. We're going to kick that. Don't want anyone to get stunned for 2 hours. I mean, it's 27 seconds or something like that, but it's ridiculous and obnoxious. I don't know if I should be using my cooldowns here or not. This is kind of weird. We're taking the easy mobs one at a time, and now we're probably going to pull a bunch of the harder ones. I don't know. Thanks, call though. I have aggro. I mean, hello? Knock up. I reincarnated just to knock that up, otherwise the group would get wiped. I don't know what to do to help here. I'm gonna do the slow. I have my capacitor totem is gonna be too slow for this. All right, there, roll. It went off as it was already casting it. Probably just should have used Sundering. I am not used to using Sundering as like an interrupt. That's my bad. I'm gonna switch to this to finish it off. We're gonna beacon the next Blood Swarmer. I'm a little lost in the sauce because this tank is pulling in a weird way. Like, it's very slow pulls. Like, we don't need to pull this slow, I think, but it's better safe than sorry, I guess. So I'm just gonna follow along with how they're playing. Use Doggos here. Focus the Blood Swarmer whenever there's one in the group. Thundering for Mastery. Wind Fury Totem needs to be used. It's hopping and skipping and jumping on the side of the screen. I'm fairly tempted. Oh man, this aggro issue is kind of getting annoying. Knock up for the Rotting Bile thing. Kick this so nobody gets stunned for 2 hours. I wish this tank would hold aggro. That would make my life a lot easier, but I think I need to just slow down on dropping all my damage. There's a couple of Blood Swarmers. I really wish the tank would hold aggro on this. I'm going to use Stone Skin Totem here because I'm taking physical damage. Kick that Screech. Sundering on that just to get away from it. I'm just struggling to survive because, like, I want to stay near so people can cleave the Blood Swarmer, but it's probably just better for me to kite it. I don't know. Need to use Earth Grab Totem more. It was on cooldown there though. Tank refuses to pull more than just this, so I'm not going to. Like, I was really tempted for a second to pull the extra mobs over there. All right, I'm gonna have to interrupt with Sundering here like so. And we're gonna knock up the Lasher like this. I'm gonna drop a slow totem on the Swarmer. I did tunnel the Lasher instead of the Swarmer there for a second. That's a mistake, but oh well. It's not like we're doing big pulls, so I have to really worry about it. Okay, so the tank wants the Bloodlust third boss. The healer wants to do another thing. He wants Bloodlust for third. Yeah, there's a bit of miscommunication going on about who wants what. So the tank is going to pull this boss now. I'm going to save my Windrush Totem for the Tantrum. We're going to beacon into dogs into, okay, beacon grabs aggro. Taunt has been used for once. That's good. Charge going in that direction. Doom Wind's coming down now. I'm going to try and grab as many of these as I can while being able to DPS the boss. There's one over there. I'm just going to grab it. Never mind. It's going to get through. Okay, we didn't use Doom Wind, so I don't feel too bad about wasting my damage here, but there's a frontal coming through. No, the frontal already came through, so we're going to make the charge go this direction. That's good. Doggos. Sundering for the Mastery. Grab these. Okay, people are actually grabbing the blood ticks now. That's good. And the Tantrum's coming through soon. I'm going to Ghost Wolf, so I get out of this. So I can stay on the boss, and we're going to drop this totem here. We're going to Ghost Wolf again for the movement speed. Right now, I don't care about damaging the boss. So I can't really do anything because my range is not available because I don't have Wind Strike up. Charges coming through. We're going to do this. Totemic Recall over here. And Fury Totem just for good measure. We're going to grab these. I don't trust people to grab them. Frontal's coming through in a second. There's the indigestion. Going to cleave. Going to use the group heal here just to help out the priest with the tank healing. Boss is almost dead now. I can stop freaking out. I'm not going to use my wolves here because I have a track record of using wolves at the wrong time. I accidentally baited the boss in the wrong direction, but he's dead, so it doesn't matter. That was a bit hectic, but we made it work. I think the biggest thing was just miscommunication about which boss is being done. done when. The priest expected us to run and do the third boss and then come back to do the second with Bloodlust, but the tank wants us to do the third boss with Bloodlust. Okay, we're just gonna purge to pull because purge has no cooldown and I don't want to use my thingy thing. Maybe that was a wrong call, but I really don't want to kill just one worm at a time. Dark Echoes. I tried to knock it up like a dumbass, but that obviously didn't work. Okay, looking at the Death Speaker. Don't want him to use his AoE dot thing on us. Once the reanimated guardians are dropping their shields, I'll purge them. Never mind, I don't have to because the priest mass dispelled them. Very nice job, priest. At least I think they did because I didn't see those shields, or maybe they just burst so quickly it didn't even matter. We're gonna look at, I get Star Curse. I'm gonna look at the star one. Hopefully somebody kicks the other one. There it is. Hunter kicked it. I can kick this one. I'm not gonna kick Shadow Bolts. I'm gonna let somebody else handle that. I'm gonna kick the curse. I'm gonna beacon this. I don't like these guys at all, so kick that curse. Get out of the totems. Ghost Wolf to get out of that shit, and Sundering for mastery. Okay, that was good. And we can use Bloodlust here. We're gonna use Bloodlust here as the tank requested. That is going to be wasted if the tank doesn't reposition. That's a bit rough. I think I see why he wants Bloodlust. He doesn't have experience with doing the boss. Trying to position this. I'm going to use some self heals. Kind of didn't position it all that great. Shockwave's being wasted. Shockwave didn't clear anything. This is going to be very fucking rough. I might have to sacrifice myself by running through a bunch of shrooms. Otherwise the entire group is going to get absolutely destroyed. I'm going to drop it on top of the tank's head because there's no more things left. We're going to run into these two shrooms and we're going to self heal through it if we can. I really can't get another stack. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't have reincarnation here. Hopefully we got battle res. I don't know if we have one up because I don't have a WeakAuras. Tank wasted 1.5 of the frontals on clearing mushrooms, so I understand why he wants Bloodlust because he just doesn't do the boss well, but that's okay. I'm sure eventually he'll learn how to use the shockwave. No battle reses are coming through it, and think the tank is spending it just on survival. That's fair. Upheavals and a shockwave will come through. The group should be able to clear all of this. Corn Priest should drop it over here to clear as many, not here. Go further closer to the boss. That's okay. I think the boss dies before it matters though. That's fine. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have eaten those two shrooms. Maybe I should have just let the healer heal us, and maybe I should have used the ancestral guidance to try to AoE group heal everything instead of trying to do the sacrifice play of grabbing it. I think what really killed me was getting the third stack or whatever extra stack from the spores. I didn't avoid those properly. We're going to put a focus on the defiler, and we're going to look at the worm. I want to kick the defiler's curse. I don't care about the shadow bolts. I just care about the curse. I'm going to kick it last second because the hunter might be going for it as well, so I can maybe save my kick. Okay, we kicked it. I didn't use my wolves or my doom winds here because I was just focusing on the interrupt. That's what I really cared about, because the curse fucking sucks, man. Even though I have the curse, I have to use it on 5 people. Use movement speed here. Focus on that. Look at the Death Speaker. Beacon this into wolves, into doom winds, into chain lightning, into cleave crash thingy. Okay, we got all the interrupts done. That's good. Wind Fury Totem, I guess, because I have a bit of downtime here for a second. Focus on that. We're going to funnel into the Corruptor. We can focus interrupt this guy when we need to. Fear is going this way. We can move out of it. Kind of ripping aggro off the tank whenever I get Thorim's Invocation, though. Okay, tank's going for that. I don't think it's necessary, but it's kind of safe to do it, I guess. I think we had % without it, but I'd rather he grabs it and we don't have to pull it in the back and worry about it than not pull it and then we get feared into it. Saving my wolves for the big group coming up. Drop a Wind Fury Totem into wolves, into Crash Lightning, into Sundering for mastery, Storm Strike spam, interrupt the Dark Echoes. We're still tunneling on the worm. We're going to use a group heal here just to help out because people seem to be getting hit by the tentacles and stuff. New doggos. I'm not going to use Doom Wind, saving it for the boss. I don't think we need it here. This is dying relatively quickly. I don't know if that's a mistake or whatever. Maybe I should be using Doom Winds on cooldown. I know dogs get used on cooldown because they come back up so often, but we're going to move a bit further away and start rezzing in case the priest gets pulled through, because the range on the pull through is actually ridiculous, but I think the priest is going to get the res through. Yeah, they got the res through. That's good. We're just going to jump into the pull through. There we go. Ooh, I dread to think how this is going to go. Tank's already positioning in a weird way. Oh, okay. He's just kind of running in circles. It's a tactic. All right, I used all my cooldowns and then used fucking beacon. That's not exactly ideal. I have no idea where I'm supposed to stand with the tank's positioning, but I guess we'll just zug it. Hopefully we can do enough DPS to make this boss fight not fucking suck, although it's probably gonna fucking suck. I'm just gonna stay on top of the tank, Ghost Wolf, so I can stay where I am and not have to move away to DPS when global is fine, especially when I don't have any goddamn procs. The other paladin is hard switching to the ads, which makes no sense. You're just supposed to keep building up the energy of the boss. I'm gonna stand on top of this. I don't have a group heal available. The other paladin is refusing to stand in the in the cleanse. While explosion across the room, not exactly ideal. We use doggo form to get out of that. We're gonna step over here just so we can stay on top of the boss. This is a shit show, but I think we can kind of do it. We'll see. Okay, there's a cleanse. I'm going to try and stand on top of my friends. We don't have much choice anyway. Try and bait it into the other side of the room where there's stuff. Oh my god, I don't know where to stand. Okay, we managed to bait it here. We're going to jump over across. I don't know. This is such a shit show. Okay, that was... I don't know, man. Tank is a little inexperienced. That's okay, though. You got to learn somehow. It's just a +10 key, so people are still learning in these dungeons, and that's perfectly fair. It made it a bit hard because I was trying to just, like, decide what the best thing would be for me to do to help my group. I did not at any point use Ancestral Guidance, though, which is a mistake. I could have used it during that fight. So Hunter was blasting the DPS, though. Nice job, Hunter. What the fuck, man? I did 61k overall. I think it's because the pulls were very small the entire run, so it's hard for me to do much single target DPS. I'm just not good at it yet, and the fights that are single target don't last very long, so I don't know. It was a bit of a weird kind of run, but we got through it. That's all that matters. Low keys and Underrot are always a shit show because there's so much positioning. Like, a lot of the fights are just about positioning, right? And whenever the fights are about positioning, people in World of Warcraft really fucking struggle. Maybe it's a general thing, maybe it's not a World of Warcraft thing, but from my experience, people in World of Warcraft have been struggling with positioning bosses because each and every one of them is a positioning boss, except for the first boss. First boss, I don't even count the first boss as a boss, honestly. It's just a caster with an AoE, and that's it. That does a clone thing. It's like, it's a complete non-boss. Nobody even talks about it. But the second boss is a positioning boss where you have to bait the charge into the wall and make sure you don't get hit by the frontal, obviously. The third boss, extremely positioning heavy. You have to position the knock-up thing, or sorry, the upheaval to get rid of the shrooms. Last boss is obviously like a perfect example of a positioning boss. All you can do on that boss to make it easy is position. Once you do the positioning correctly, if the full group is doing positioning correctly, that boss is a fucking cakewalk. Like, it's legitimately super fucking easy. It's a bit of a heal check, obviously, especially if you're burning through the boss very quickly, because the way it works is the Kezrel, the keeper, the guy that beams the ads, he will not give you the cleansing circle if he's busy beaming ads. Busy beaming ads. That's hard to say. Anyway, so if you're burning through the boss very quickly, because the way it works is when you damage the boss, who is obviously absorbing damage, you fill his energy bar. When you fill the energy bar to 100, obviously, he spawns the ads, and then Kezrel kills the ads. While he's killing the ads, he doesn't give you the cleansing circles to remove the magic debuff. We didn't have a priest who mass dispelled them, so it wasn't that bad. But without a priest to mass dispel it, it can be very, very painful, because only the healer can only dispel one thing at a time otherwise. So it's a bit of a heal check, that boss, regardless of how good you do your positioning. But in higher up keys, it actually becomes easier to manage the debuff as far as the cleansing is concerned. Unless you have a lot of stacks right as the energy bar fills, that's something you can manage with a pre-made group to stop DPSing him until you get a cleanse, and then DPS him over the 100% limit so that you can actually get the ads to spawn after you've been cleansed, so you have more time. Kezrel doesn't have to do the cleanse and you can survive. It's a whole thing, but yeah, basically doing more DPS on that boss can be detrimental, let's put it that way. Sometimes you have to cool off on the damage, but it's nothing you have to worry about in pugs. Until you do like a 25 plus key, you really don't have to worry about that, and even then people just kind of power through and use a cooldown until Kezrel can cleanse them. But yes, that was way too much info. It was a bit of an info dump. I think I'm done with my recording session for now. We have 705 rating. Our best run is a +++10 Neltharus. The Neltharus, really? I guess it was a really good run. I think the only reason the Brackenhide isn't is because it's obviously a 9. If it was a 10 key, I think that would have been our best run because it was such a fucking smooth run. But yes, I'm going to call it for now. And that's pretty much it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. Let me know what you liked about it in a comment. I read all of those and I respond to the vast majority. So if you have a question, suggestion, or request, you can be sure I'll get back to you. If I miss your comment, you can also join the D&V community Discord. It's always linked in the description of a video. There's a bunch of awesome people there. We try to keep the vibes wholesome and everything chill. So yeah, check it out. We had some fun Mythic Plus runs today. There was a bit of a wonky Underrot run and a bit of a wonky Neltharion's Lair run that I didn't show much of. I did show a bit of the Neltharion's Lair because I wanted to see how the poison cleansing totem would work and how I would use it. And then we had some weird pulls that I decided to just keep in the video because I thought they were weird enough to warrant your attention. Let me know what you guys think about the format of me skipping through dungeons and then showing the last two with a full commentary. I'd love to know what you guys think about it. For me, it makes it super easy to edit the videos. A lot less time is required. And it also makes the episodes actually have something more tangible in them, which I think is good. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. But as always, thank you very much for watching and I'll catch you in the next episode.